Old Jacob, a cobbler with hands as rough as bark and a heart as warm as his hearth fire, lived a simple life. His only companion was a scruffy terrier named Rusty, a dog of boundless loyalty and unwavering affection. Jacob's days were filled with the rhythmic tap, tap, tap of his hammer against leather, the scent of aged hides and shoe polish, clinging to his clothes like a second skin. He barely made enough to feed himself and Rusty, but they were content. Their small cottage, nestled at the edge of the village, was their kingdom. One bitter winter's night, a terrible storm raged. The wind howled like a banshee, tearing at the thatch roof of Jacob's cottage. Rain lashed against the windows, and the wind threatened to rip the door from its hinges. Jacob, exhausted from a long day's work, drifted off to sleep, unaware of the growing danger. He sensed the rising peril. Rusty, however, was alert. The wind howled louder, and a branch crashed against the cottage wall, shaking it to its foundations. Rusty barked frantically, pawing at Jacob's sleeping form. Jacob stirred, his eyes fluttering open to see Rusty's anxious face. The dog's whimpers and insistent nudges finally roused him fully to the threat. Jacob sprang from his bed, the full force of the storm hitting him like a physical blow. He saw that a large section of the roof was torn away, exposing them to the elements. Water poured in, soaking the floor. Fear pricked at him, but he knew he had to act fast. He grabbed a heavy tarpaulin, his only defense against the storm, and struggled to secure it over the gaping hole. The storm raged on for hours. Jacob, soaked to the bone, worked tirelessly, Rusty at his side, barking encouragement and nudging him whenever he faltered. The little dog even managed to retrieve a heavy wooden beam from the shed, helping Jacob shore up the damaged wall. By dawn, exhausted but safe, they huddled together, watching the first rays of sunlight break through the stormy clouds. The village awoke to the devastation the storm had wrought. Many homes were damaged, but Jacob's cottage, thanks to his perseverance and Rusty's unwavering loyalty, stood relatively unscathed. Word of the little dog's heroism spread through the village. People came to admire Rusty, marveling at his courage and devotion. Jacob, touched by their kindness and the admiration for his faithful companion, found himself with more work than he could handle, his reputation enhanced by the tale of the storm and the dog that saved them both. From that day forward, Jacob and Rusty were no longer just a poor cobbler and his dog. They were a symbol of resilience, loyalty, and the unwavering bond between man and his best friend. Jacob's life remained simple, but it was filled with a warmth and gratitude that money could never buy, a testament to the priceless value of a faithful companion.